My name is Diana. I'm one of the giraffe keepers here. We're here today to give you a little bit of an update on our newest member, little BB. She is in with the herd right now. It's a beautiful day here at Cheyenne Mountain Zoo. So we're going to fill you in, share some of the really fun things that she's been up to recently, and some of the new things that she's been doing. So to get started, BB, of course, is going out with mom whenever it's a really nice day out. So it's got to be close to about 50 degrees, nice and sunny for her to be outside enjoying the weather with the rest of her herd mates, which is really exciting. If it's not that nice out, she will have some opportunity to go out into our smaller yard, and she'll have some access at that point. So if she does get a little bit cold, she has the opportunity to come inside so she can warm up just a bit. But we tend to see her, she loves to be outside, she loves to be in the sunshine, and she loves to be with a lot of other herd mates. Now, of course, her favorite is still mom, Bailey, and she also really loves Viv and Panya. So those are some of her best buds. So when she's outside, you'll probably see her mingling with those guys, hanging out with them. She does do her daily zoomies, so you'll probably catch her at least once while she's out in the big yard, running around, hanging out with some of those friends. Sometimes she's a little bit of the instigator, but other times she follows behind some of the other ones and gets rowdy and runs around with them. It just kind of depends on what the herd's all doing and how active they're going to be for that day. Now, some other things that BB has been up to is she's starting to take food. So her rumen is developing and is, of course, going to continue to develop. And right here is one of her favorite treats. So this is an elm branch. Now, of course, there are no leaves on it right now because it's getting cooler out and the climate is changing. So as it gets into winter, elm starts to produce these little buds, and those are her favorite. So she will actually come over for some training, and she will strip all of these little buds off, and those are her favorite things. Now, we always like to have two people when we do training with her because Bailey, of course, likes to think everything is for her. And so we want to make sure one keeper is holding Bailey while we get to work with BB. It also keeps us nice and safe too, so we know where both giraffes are at one time. So elm buds are her favorite right now, and she does typically tend to come over to keepers, which has really been something that we've been seeing more and more lately. She's becoming more inquisitive, really more interested in us. And one of her favorite things, at least when I work with her, my bracelet that I have here, she loves to play with the beads, or she'll love to suck on part of this string here. That's one of her favorite things that she'll do. You can have that too, Bailey. Make sure everybody gets a little snack here. So some of the things, like I was saying, she loves to investigate what's on your wrist, or she'll love to suck on your fingers or play with keys. A lot of different things. So she's doing lots and lots of exploring, which is really fun to see. She's kind of at this age where she is super interested in a lot of different things and showing more and more interest, which is really awesome. BB, she has gone into the big stall with mom inside. We are trying to keep her more on the cam so you guys can see her. Right now where our building is closed. And she's moving around following mom pretty well, but of course if she decides not to follow mom, we've got some of those other tricks up our sleeves, like having her investigate some of the things that we have on our wrist, if it's a watch, if it's one of our bracelets, if it's our fingers, if it's our keys, giving her new types of enrichment items. She really loves chain octopuses, so we've got all of these little chains or spoons, like something metallic tasting, and she loves to play around, manipulate those types of items. And she's also been a little bit eager to see what mom has been eating. So most of the time we like to feed these guys as many times throughout the day as possible. And we put their food in what we call jolly balls. So these rubber large balls that we have holes in, so that way they'll stick their tongues in, and it takes them a little bit longer to really work to get some of the food out. Now, Bailey's enjoying some of her morning grain or her PM or midday snacks. BB is also really interested in what mom is doing. So she's kind of licking the rubber ball. She's trying to put her nose in there to see what mom's so excited about. So a lot of people have been asking, what are BB ossicones looking like? And we are able to get up close and personal with her, so we get to see them every single day. And they are starting to grow, so right now they're probably about an inch, maybe 2 inches in height. And the tops of them, all of that hair is still slicked back. So a lot different than what Viv's were, where Viv's were kind of sticking straight up and pointy and kind of all different directions. Hers are nice and slicked back, but they will continue to ossify or continue to grow and develop until she's about 4 years of age. So her ossicones are coming in beautifully, and we can't wait to see what they're gonna look like as she gets older. We also have had a lot of questions to see if BB's still hanging out with her best pals, Viv and Panya, and she sure is. So she loves to hang out with them. You'll often find her, if she's not with mom, either with one of them out in the main yard, kind of hanging out in the same space with them, or doing the zoomies in the yard. So if she's out in the big yard, you'll probably see her at least one time a day, really stretching those legs and running around with all of her herd mates out there, getting those zoomies out. Thanks guys for hanging out with us as we wrap up our BB update. We hope you tune in again to catch some more updates on her and her mom Bailey, as well as the rest of our giraffe herd here at Cheyenne Mountain Zoo. Thanks for joining.